This virus is disrupting just about all aspects of our lives these days, and it's also creating some concern in our state prison population. There are now more than 40,000 people locked up in Arizona state prisons, and that includes almost 5,000 prisoners in the Wilmot prison here in Tucson. Right now, there is a bipartisan advocacy group that is working to convince state leaders to reduce the prison population here in Arizona. And they're trying to help slow the spread of this virus. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink has our story.
According to the numbers released by the Arizona Department of Corrections as of Tuesday, 148 inmates were tested for COVID-19 across the state, with 28 testing positive. The criminal justice reform group Forward.us wants Governor Doug Ducey to reduce the prison population and release some prisoners back into their communities, into home detention, in hopes of avoiding a surge of COVID cases among inmates. A surge, Alyssa Johnson worries, could climb into the tens of thousands.
Social distancing isn't possible in prisons. 90% of Arizona's prisons are dorm style, which means that they're not individual cells. They're large rooms where, again, you have bunks and people that are sleeping and living in tight quarters.
Claire Tate's husband, Joshua, is in the middle of serving a 10-year sentence at the Douglas facility for drug possession.
With this outbreak, this pandemic, and your husband inside, how are you feeling?
It is something that hangs over my head every day. Is the what if this is the day? An overwhelming feeling of helplessness. I can't take him to a hospital if he gets sick. I can't make sure that he is given proper medical care if he were to fall ill.
At a news conference earlier this month, Governor Ducey promised to ramp up testing in our prisons,
so that we can do the appropriate action in terms of removing them from the general population and making certain that they have the proper care and protections. We're continuing to focus on protecting public safety, and we're not going to be releasing any prisoners at this time.
Tate is pleading with the governor to do more before it's too late.
Sir, you have the power to make a big change. You have the power to stop an absolutely devastating pandemic from affecting this group of people. His drug possession sentence should not be a death sentence.
We've got you covered. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.